Well, here we are, June 21st, the longest day of the year, and we're debating things like the state rock.
Seth Unger is Director of Communications for Assembly Republican leader Martin Garrick. He's expressing the frustration of some lawmakers inside the Capitol.
We should really be focused on the people's business, which means passing a responsible budget and doing so by the end of the fiscal year, which is only 9 days away.
A state senator is proposing a bill that would change California's state rock, currently serpentine. It's been used in road construction and contains asbestos, which is linked to cancer. Tila Schaff speaks for State Senator Gloria Romero, who is behind the bill. She says it's not a waste of time. It's about raising awareness on an important public health issue.
And I think in the interest of saving one person's life, letting them know that serpentine has asbestos in it, that would be time well served.
All right, but also at the Capitol today, the Assembly voted to declare last week California Golf Week in honor of the U.S. Open. We had to ask a golfer about that one.
Unless they're talking about Golf Week for, like, next year, the year after that, or...
No, last week.
Last week? Irrelevant. It's over with.
With the June 15th budget deadline already passed, we didn't find many lawmakers working overtime in the Capitol tonight. One senator who was still working said he doesn't blame the critics.
I think there are legitimate critical observations about some of the things we do here, but it's democracy and people are allowed to bring up what they want.
Another man who was working late, according to his press secretary, the governor, tied up in important meetings. But we did find a pretty good impersonator who seemed to sum up the governor's thoughts quite well.
All these politicians, all this waste of money and all this we can put an end to it.
We tried to arrange a meeting between that impersonator who drove all the way up here hoping to meet the governor from Southern California, but the fact that the governor's press secretary said he was too busy to meet him, maybe that's a good sign that the governor is working on the important business of the state.
All I can say is that impersonator is dead on for Terminator, dead on.
Great.
Yeah, Dennis, thanks so much. The constitutional deadline to pass the budget was June 15th. That makes this year the 24th year in a row that lawmakers have been late. Now, according to the State Department of Finance, in the last 30 years, the budget on average has been 24 days late. The longest budget deadlock occurred in 2008 when lawmakers failed to pass it until September 16th. Get this, it was 93 days late.